I wouldn't wish nursing school on my worst enemy. Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Rose. This is my first YouTube video ever. I'm going to talk about my nursing story, and it all starts in nursing school. Grab your popcorn, drink. I'm just grateful that you're here. I'm grateful you're still watching this video and you haven't already left it. If you are a nursing student, I'm proud of you. I see you. Don't give up. This video is about pushing through, especially when it comes to nursing school. Wanting to give up time and time again. Nursing school was the most toxic thing I've ever experienced. More toxic than my first situation. Okay? I experienced depression in nursing school, anxiety, my first panic attack. I know not everybody had the same experience as me in nursing school. Where does my story begin? I attended a all-women's Catholic college for a 4-year scholarship that I got. I ended up taking 5 years to finish and get my nursing degree. We'll get to that. I graduated 2017 and it's 2023. Oh, it's 2025. I'm 2 years ahead. I'm 2 years behind. Am I okay? Let's regroup. First year of nursing school, passed all my courses. I had taken bio, chem. It was like prerequisites. And the way my school did it, the second year was when you get introduced to the nursing courses, and then that's when it gets a little The first day of my first nursing class, our professor basically said,
all you need to do is get a C and you are good to go.
I got a 72.6. My school did not round, and I ultimately got kicked out of the program. To graduate on time, I basically had to switch my major to public health. I was like, no, I didn't come here for public health. And public health ended up being my minor. I have nothing against public health, but I knew my goal was to become a nurse. I decided to repeat the course, and they only allowed me to repeat it the next year. It took me 5 years to graduate from my nursing school. I tried to appeal my grade because at the time I was working 2 jobs to pay off school. I was working at McDonald's and I was working at the athletic center. I would wake up and work at McDonald's from like 6 to 11 and then walk to my school. I had no car. From 11 to 3, I worked at the gym at the front desk, and then after that, I would go to class. And I would do this every week. I had to work a minimum of 10 hours a week at the gym. I also had to pay for my schooling for each semester. And the first year, I was a regular student. The second year, that's when I applied to be an RA, and that's when I got housing covered. I tried to appeal my grade, and they basically told me I was too stupid to move on with a 72.6. I get it. Nursing school is intense. You need to make the grades that are required. When I appealed my grade, instead of them empathizing or trying to figure out like what happened, they just cut me off and said that I wouldn't be able to handle the course load. Mind you, I knew people that were cheating in my class, and I never said anything. Obviously, it's not my place to say. I didn't cheat. I did it the right way. I was falling asleep in class because I was working 2 jobs. I think I was playing a sport at the time. It was just a lot. And the transition from high school to college was just eye-opening. I barely scraped by freshman year with my science classes. So they told me I was too stupid to move on, and I repeated the course the next year. Next year comes along, all of a sudden the school changes its criteria to B- and above. The curriculum didn't change, but the criteria to stay in the program. I'm here struggling. I'm going to every study group, and I'm not stupid. I'm not a stupid person. I felt stupid. That school made me feel so low. They did not help me feel seen. I felt like nobody cared that I was struggling, and when I was going for help, it didn't matter to them that I was actually trying my best, along with juggling just being a college student, which nobody talks about. I felt helpless. Every time I had an exam, I would have a panic attack. I would literally leave the class and start crying. I had to walk outside at the track for like hours doing laps of walking and crying. I would just walk until I could breathe. Shout out to my friends because I love them. I appreciate them, and I owe them everything. Okay? They supported me when I didn't even think that they had more support for me than I had for myself. Along with the student affairs staff, me becoming an RA, I deserved the job, but I was so down about just the nursing program making me feel like I was less than and I was incapable. I just didn't think I was good enough. And that school made me feel worthless. And I would cry, puking tears. There were nights I literally did not know what my future would look like. And when I got kicked out of the program, I was so ashamed. I I was so embarrassed. I was guilty. I am blessed to have the parents that I have because they were not strict parents, but I still felt like I let them down, and I felt like I was a disappointment, and I felt just like I was like the stupidest person on campus, which was not the case because there were other students struggling. Half the class after me failed out of the program. They had to offer a summer class to catch them up again. 25 to 30 students that failed because they changed the requirements to be in the nursing program to that 80, but nobody ever changed the criteria. Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're taught as nurses to have compassion and work with our hearts and care for others, yet we go to a school where it's so toxic, you don't feel like anyone cares about you. There's some people I went to school with that breezed through the whole nursing program, but that just was not my story. I feel like somebody needs to hear it, and God put it in my heart to just share my testimony. It's just a glimpse of the things he's done for me. And that's another thing that God plays a role in. The faith I needed in school, out of this world. I would have to really trust God and what he was doing for me to get through my courses, because without him I would not be where I am today. I would not be who I am today. I wouldn't have the people I have around me today. Nothing is possible without God. If you're having trouble with your faith right now, remember God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And all the weeping that I was doing every night, weeping may last through the night, but joy comes in the morning. Joy came in the morning. I am a nurse today. I graduated despite all the obstacles I had to face. It's okay to face obstacles. It's okay to not have straight A's. It's okay to not have straight C's. It's okay to have straight B's. Well, depending what your requirement is for your schooling. But second year, I was going to every single study table. I was recording lectures, listening to them again in my free time, taking notes, studying with friends, scraping by with an 80. Fast forward to junior year. I get a 79.99, I think was health assessment. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. 79.99. My school did not round at the time. They were against rounding. 79.99. I appealed my grade again. And the dean of nursing, she had me wait a month and a half to meet with her just to laugh in my face and say, "You didn't think I wouldn't pass you, right?" 6 weeks of literally the most anxiety I've ever felt in my life. I could barely eat. I had just got a new job as a patient care associate, and everyone was so happy. They're excited. They're like, "Oh, how's your nursing? How's everything?" And I literally did not know what my future looked like. I was a zombie for those 6 weeks. I was going through training. I was diving myself inward, praying every day, asking God, please, God, please.
Help me pass this. Please help me. Help them approve my appeal, please.
79.99. 79.99. 79.99. And then to laugh in my face is crazy work. The appeal gets approved. We're moving on. I don't even know what to think. I don't know how to feel. I don't know where. I was just in such internal mental turmoil that I did not even feel like I was worthy enough to be in that school. And I feel like nobody was supporting me in the nursing program. All the people that were supporting me was in student affairs, which was my coworkers and my friends and my family. I never felt there were 2 teachers that ever made me feel like I was going to be a nurse. Everyone else I feel like would look at me and just make me feel like I'm just wasting space. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And I feel like that's the biggest reason I'm making this video, to tell you guys, or whoever's struggling in nursing school right now, keep going, keep fighting. Don't listen to anybody. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Don't let any failures keep you back from your dream. Don't let anybody make you doubt your purpose. And God puts a purpose in our hearts for a reason. You don't just wake up wanting certain things in life. There's a reason He puts certain wants and desires in our hearts. Obviously, not every single desire we can get. Okay, I used to desire to be a billionaire. That might not be the path God has for me, and that's okay. But I know God is going to protect and guide me in the direction that I need to be in His will. There was a lot of doubt with the nursing program because I didn't know if God was trying to tell me hey, you got this 79.99. Maybe you need to find something else to do. Maybe you should change your major. Initially, when my counselor had told me to change my major to public health, I was like, okay, that's the easy way out. And nothing is easy about life. Nothing is easy about life. I had so much shame when I didn't pass my initial class. Everyone would ask me about clinical, and I would literally lie and be like, "Oh, I start next week."
Girl,
before. Like, I look back now and it just makes me laugh. Nobody cared. And everyone had their own struggle. I don't regret anything about what I had to endure to be the nurse that I am today. I am an amazing nurse. My patients love me. I care about them. I sit with them and talk to them. And I just have compassion that some of the nurses I work with today don't even care. They're just in for another paycheck. I think before you choose nursing, you need to make sure that this is what you want. It's an eye-opening career and experience as a whole. Nursing is so unique. There's a lot of things you can do with nursing. Utilization review, aesthetic nursing. You can work at the bedside. You can do outpatient. You can do labor and delivery. I love nursing. And I never thought I would ever get to this place in my life where I'm just proud of the nurse that I am. It just makes me sad that the schools don't support the compassion aspect of nursing, because we are all lost as nursing students. We don't know what we've signed up for and we need help. Nobody just knows everything already. How do I even end this video? I just want to say it's okay to fail, but get back up and not to give up on your dreams. If I listened to those people that tell me that I was not good enough, I wouldn't be the nurse that I am today. I would like to have not experienced the trauma. At the end of the day, it's, made me who I am. It's added character. You know what they say, God gives his strongest battles. God gives his strongest soldiers. You know what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to end it, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. Thanks for watching. Okay.